Have you ever wondered how many women have shaped the course of history? From the bustling streets of ancient Alexandria to the modern halls of the United Nations, women have been pivotal in steering the course of our shared history. Their contributions, often against the odds, have touched every facet of society, from science and politics to human rights and the arts. These women's influence has been nothing short of transformative. Let's delve into the past to meet some of these extraordinary women. Our journey begins in 4th century Alexandria with Hypatia. Hypatia was no ordinary woman. As a philosopher, she questioned the world around her, dissecting complex ideas with the precision of a surgeon. As an astronomer, she gazed upon the cosmos, deciphering the secrets of the stars. And as a mathematician, she navigated the abstract realm of numbers, contributing to the development of geometry. Hypatia was a beacon of knowledge and wisdom in a world often shrouded in ignorance and superstition. Her tragic death, at the hands of a mob in 415 AD, marked the end of the Hellenistic Age, an era characterized by Greek influence and intellectual exploration. Her story is a testament to the power of the human mind and the potential of women in science and philosophy. Despite the passage of time and the shadows of history, Hypatia's legacy continues to inspire women in the fields of science and philosophy. Fast forward to the 15th century, we meet Joan of Arc, the Maiden of Orleans. Born in rural France, Joan was just a young peasant girl who would rise to lead the French army during the 100 Years' War. Her military acumen was spectacular. Her victories in battle were not mere luck or coincidence, but the result of her strategic brilliance and unyielding courage. Yet Joan's story turned tragic when she was captured by the English and subjected to a sham trial for heresy. Despite the injustice, she remained steadfast, displaying an unwavering faith and resilience that would ultimately lead to her martyrdom. She was burned at the stake, a young life cut short, yet her spirit remained indomitable. In the 20th century, the Catholic Church recognized Joan's profound impact and unwavering faith, canonizing her as a saint. Her legacy of bravery, leadership, and faith persists, influencing generations of people worldwide. Joan's bravery and faith continue to echo through the ages. Next, in the 16th century, we encounter the Virgin Queen, Elizabeth I. Stepping into the throne room of England in 1558, Elizabeth I was a woman of many facets. She was a monarch with an iron will and a diplomat with a silver tongue. Her reign, often referred to as the Elizabethan era, saw England flourish not just politically but culturally as well. Elizabeth was a master of the balancing act, juggling the interests of different factions at her court, while also negotiating with the powers of Europe. Her diplomatic acumen helped keep England relatively peaceful during her reign, a remarkable feat in a volatile century. Her rule also sparked a cultural renaissance. The arts flourished under her patronage, giving us the timeless works of William Shakespeare and Thomas Tallis. Her love for learning led to an increase in literacy and the spread of new ideas. Elizabeth I's reign is remembered as a golden age in English history. The Virgin Queen's rule indeed left an indelible mark on her kingdom and the world. As we move into the 19th century, we meet Sojourner Truth, a woman of profound resilience. Born into slavery, Truth's early life was marked by hardship, but her spirit was unbroken, and she escaped to freedom with her infant daughter. The legal battle she fought to recover her son from slavery was a landmark case, the first in which a black woman successfully sued a white man in the United States. But Truth's journey was just beginning. She became a powerful voice for abolitionism, speaking out against the horrors of slavery and arguing for its end. Her advocacy extended beyond abolition, though. She was a pioneering voice for women's rights, too, delivering speeches that challenged gender norms and rallied for equality. Her most famous speech, "Ain't I a Woman?" remains an iconic piece of feminist rhetoric. Sojourner's speeches and advocacy left an indelible mark on American history. Still in the 19th century, we find Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing. Born into a wealthy British family, Nightingale defied the societal norms of her time to pursue a career in nursing. Her contributions to healthcare were immense and transformative, forever changing the perception and practice of nursing. Nightingale's role in the Crimean War was pivotal. She led a team of nurses to Turkey, where they improved sanitary conditions, dramatically reducing the death rate. She became known as the Lady with the Lamp, a beacon of hope for the wounded soldiers. After the war, Nightingale didn't stop. She established the first secular nursing school in the world, setting high standards for patient care and championing the importance of hygiene and sanitary conditions. It was her relentless dedication that elevated nursing from a lowly job to a respected profession. Florence Nightingale's legacy lives on in every hospital and clinic. Her light continues to shine in the world of healthcare, guiding those who follow in her footsteps. As we step into the 20th century, we meet Emmeline Pankhurst, a fierce advocate for women's rights. Known for her role in the suffragette movement, Pankhurst left an indelible mark on history. She was born into a world where women were considered second-class citizens, but she refused to accept this status quo. In the face of societal norms, she founded the Women's Social and Political Union, a group dedicated to militant action to gain women's suffrage. Their motto, "Deeds, not words," reflected their willingness to go to extreme lengths for their cause. Pankhurst, along with her fellow suffragettes, endured arrests, hunger strikes, and even violence to fight for the right of women to vote. Her relentless battle ignited a spark that eventually led to the Representation of the People Act in 1918, granting voting rights to certain women in the United Kingdom. Emmeline's fight paved the way for women's political rights. Still in the 20th century, we encounter Marie Curie, a pioneer in the field of radioactivity. Born in Poland and later naturalized in France, Curie's fascination with the mysteries of the universe led her to blaze a trail in the scientific community. Her relentless pursuit of knowledge led her to discover two new elements, polonium and radium, both of which play significant roles in medical and industrial applications today. Her work on radioactivity, a term she herself coined, won her the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1903, which she shared with her husband Pierre. But Curie wasn't done yet. In 1911, she became the first person to win a second Nobel Prize, this time in chemistry, for her work on radium and polonium. This achievement remains unmatched, making her one of the most influential scientists of all time. Marie Curie's groundbreaking work continues to impact science today. Her relentless drive to uncover the mysteries of the universe has left an indelible mark on the world of science. In the mid-20th century, we meet Rosa Parks, a woman who refused to give up her seat. Born in Tuskegee, Alabama, Parks lived through the harsh reality of racial segregation. However, her quiet strength and determination would set the stage for a monumental shift in American society. On December 1st, 1955, Parks boarded a segregated bus in Montgomery, Alabama. When asked to give up her seat for a white passenger, she calmly and firmly refused. This act of defiance, a simple no, ignited a spark that would light a fire of change. Her arrest led to the Montgomery bus boycott, a 13-month mass protest that ended with the Supreme Court ruling segregation on public buses unconstitutional. Rosa Parks, the mother of the civil rights movement, was not just a woman who refused to give up her seat. She was a beacon of courage, a catalyst for change. Rosa Parks' actions sparked a revolution for racial equality. In the 21st century, we meet Malala Yousafzai, a young woman who stood up for education. Born in Pakistan, Malala grew up in a world where girls were often denied the right to learn, but she refused to be silenced. She began advocating for girls' education, a stance that put her at odds with the Taliban. In a shocking act of violence, the Taliban attempted to assassinate Malala in 2012, but she survived. Instead of being silenced, she became even louder, taking her advocacy to the global stage. In 2014, at just 17 years old, Malala became the youngest ever recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize, recognized for her struggle against the suppression of children and young people and for the right of all children to education. Malala's courage resonates around the world, inspiring millions to stand up for education, for equality, for the belief that every child deserves to learn. Malala's courage inspires millions to fight for education and equality. From Hypatia to Malala, we've journeyed through 2,000 years of influential women. Each of these women, from Hypatia's enlightenment in ancient Alexandria to Malala's courageous advocacy in the 21st century, have left indelible marks on the annals of history. Their contributions to society, whether in science, politics, human rights, or education, have shaped the world as we know it today. Their stories remind us of the power of women to shape history and inspire future generations.